Hello everybody and welcome back again to Let's Play Deus Ex Mankind Divided. So I made a quick trip to my apartment because, well, even a hyper-augmented, badass super soldier guy needs to take a break every now and then, right? No, I actually came here because I wanted to put some stuff into storage, and I noticed something kind of peculiar when I was here. This cereal box over here. It looks like a normal cereal box, but it is highlighted on my smart vision. Why are you pulling your gun? You don't have to pull your gun. But yeah, this cereal box is for some reason yellow on my smart vision, which usually means that I can interact with it. I can't interact with this one though. However, if you look inside it, there's like a little toy plane inside. That's a rather curious little detail, is it not? Yeah, suspiciously delicious. I don't know what's up with this cereal box, but it seems to be special, but I can't actually interact with it. And there's another thing that I noticed when looking around. Jensen actually has a copy of Frank Pritchard's script as well, so I guess he had to read it too. Anyway, we have some stuff to do today. There's a murder and I would like to investigate it. So let's head out and investigate. And I may want to check my mails to see if I have new ones. Yes, I have a new one. And it's from the lady that we helped escape, right? Olivia Devers. The checkpoints terrify me. My heart leaps into my throat every time we stop. Sometimes the doors open and the guards peer into the truck. I swear they stare straight at me, but they never do anything. The door closes. We speed our way toward Rabia. My driver stops to piss a lot. I've trained my bladder to match his. He opens the bag to check on the merchandise, but ignores me for the most part. Doesn't treat me well or treat me poorly. I'm just cargo, I guess. I know I should be thankful, and really I am. Given all the ways it could have gone wrong by now, I've been lucky. Thank you for helping me, Olivia. Okay, so it seems to be working out for her so far. I hope she's going to write me again once she's in Rabia, because I would really like to know if that place is so great as everyone says, or at least as the ad and the recruiters say. Anyway, we have a murder investigation, and I have a number of clues that I can follow up on. And by the way, these bodies that I dumped here, they are gone now. I guess they regained consciousness and then they just left. I have no idea. By the way, is there anything inside here? Oh, there is. I've never noticed that before. Okay. Let's go and check out some of our leads. Let's go all the way down first.
You think you're better than me?
Fuck.
So let's have a look at the quest. Interestingly enough, the quest is called the Harvester. But I'm not sure if this is a red herring, because I'm not so convinced anymore if it's really a harvester. Especially since I'm not sure if harvesting is still like, you know, a profitable activity these days, because how many people still want to buy new augmentations? So the only reason why the harvesters killed Augmented and then took the augmentations is because they wanted to sell them, right? And I feel that the price of augmentations has dropped a lot these days, so I'm not sure if harvesting is really something people do anymore. Okay, so we have the husband, we have that politician, and we have that old case file. But these two seem to be in different districts, and this one seems to be somewhere in this district. Yes, it is. So I guess that's what we're going to start with.
The only thing I am guilty of is being augmented. What did I do? I am innocent.
Okay, apparently that's where I will find...
Come
Oh
on,
no,
you know how
not
this
another
goes.
checkpoint.
Come on, let's see them.
If you don't want any surprises, you might want to be more specific.
Shut up, Clank. I want your papers, not your opinion. Fuck me. We do not want trouble. There is no need to start any trouble, yes?
You sure you don't want to see anything else?
Did you hear that satisfaction in Jensen's voice? The satisfaction about the fact that his powerful papers always, you know, get him through every police check. Okay, are you Radko Perry? Yes, you are Radko Perry. Let's talk.
Are you Radko Perry?
If this is about that anti-Aug speech I gave, save your indignation, okay? I'm only the voice of the people. I'm only saying what they want to hear. Your problem, it isn't with me. It's with the way this issue is polling.
I'm here about Angela Gunn,
Who?
a journalist. She was found dead in an alley.
Oh, how sad.
But you wouldn't know anything about it.
What? No. But the fact that you could imply such a thing, I am a public figure. But rest assured, my team will look into it. I'll even send the family a gift basket.
Gift
How does that
basket?
sound?
Really? Accused. I heard she was about to expose you. Is that why you killed her, or did you have someone do it for you? Yeah, I mean, look at that guy. Do you think he could take on an augmented woman? I think if he did it, he probably had someone else do it for him. Insinuate. You owe the family a little more than that, don't you? Indulge. Your reputation precedes you, Radko. Well, that could mean a lot of things. But okay, sure, let's play along for a while.
Your reputation precedes you, Radko.
What can I say? My career is built on a simple premise. Secure
Let's
the
stay
grandmother
detected.
vote and build from there. Now, please explain to me why you are here.
I'm here because I heard Angela found skeletons in your closet.
Well, lucky for me that she's dead then, huh? No, but seriously, what kind of skeletons?
Is that all you care about? She was just murdered. You could show a little more compassion.
Compassion is for the cameras, but hey, maybe you should be the politician. For a second there, I almost believed you care.
Well, you certainly don't care, at least not about the murdered woman, but he is very open about the fact that, you know, he doesn't really have any kind of conviction of his own and he's just doing it for the cameras and the votes. Okay. Yeah. Do you have an alibi? That is what I would like to know.
Can you tell me where you were tonight?
Out getting votes.
Can anyone attest to that?
Sure. Any number of people. My secretary, my brother, my mother. I just need to call them to remind them they were with me.
course.
That's all.
That isn't suspicious at all. You think this is funny? Someone dies and you flaunt the fact that people will lie for you? I'll make the calls. You worry about giving me a list of names and numbers. Yeah, I would like to verify that.
I'll make the calls. You worry about giving me a list of names and numbers.
Sure. My office will forward you the information within 2 to 3 months. 2 to 3 months. Scouts on them.
You don't think this is serious?
I think murder is very serious, but the notion that I could be involved in one is not.
So you're not going to tell me where you really were tonight?
Evidently not.
Evidently not. This is rather suspicious. Your politics are viciously anti-org, is that accurate? Yeah, I guess so, but let's talk about it.
Your politics are viciously anti-Aug, is that accurate?
Viciously? I like that.
Do you go out of your way to incite violence against Augs?
I wouldn't call it going out of my way, more like it's on my way. A flower you pick as you pass by. To be honest, my politics aren't even based on an ideology. It's very simple for me. I tell people what they want to hear, and I stay out of jail.
You're not doing a very good job tonight.
I'm doing just fine.
Well, he is really honest about the fact that he's basically just, willing to say anything to get votes. That kind of honesty is almost commendable. But yeah, let's talk about Angela Gunn again.
Tell me about your relationship with Angela.
Angela? Angela who?
Angela Gunn, the journalist who's apparently been writing some very insightful articles about you.
Oh, her. She did a nice job of keeping my name in the news. Local politics is a real slog, As long as they're talking about you, it's good.
Even if she was saying things you didn't like?
Sure, why not? Angela's readers were never my voters. I'm not exactly courting the org vote here. Did Angela and I share views? No. Did we like each other? Not one bit. But our hatred was professional, not personal. Nothing to kill over.
Well, I guess he kinda has a point there. I mean, I think we can all agree on that he wouldn't kill the reporter personally, but he would send some thug to do it, some professional. But a professional wouldn't do it like that, right? I mean, the dismemberment, the weird stuff that he said to her when he killed her about, making her whole again, that doesn't seem like the work of a professional killer who would just go in, kill her, and that's about it. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm suddenly not all that convinced anymore that he's our guy. Okay.
I have what I need for now.
Good for you.
Optional, find compelling evidence. Okay. So, can I, look around your campaign headquarters? Oh, he has a bodyguard. Don't shoot me. Please don't shoot me. Let's have a quick save here. This guy is making me kinda nervous. I mean, it's not a restricted zone, so I hope he doesn't mind if I look around a little bit. Okay, what do we got here? Radko Perry burst onto local political scene. Now this might be interesting. I'm going to read this right now. The following is a transcript of a speech Radko Perry gave last week as he opens his campaign for head secretary to the office of the Regional Inspector of Municipal Affairs, a big title for a man with even bigger political aspirations. We mustn't fool ourselves, friends. I expect a difficult campaign. You can bet the elite liberal media will be hell-bent on attacking my character. What elite liberal media? There's only one media, and that's Picus TV. Crowd boos elite liberal media. It probably has something to do with my unflinching resolve to finally rid our fair city of every last mechanical abomination, to resolve once and for all Prague's orc problem. Crowd cheers. Again, that's pretty much the same stuff the only media in town, which is Picus TV, says. I mean, there's some is that, but they are hardly elite, right? Crowd cheers. My competitors will argue that the orc question doesn't technically fall under the domain of the head secretary to the office of the Regional Inspector of Municipal Affairs. They will tell you that we must wait for the UN. Radko bangs podium, crowd cheers. I, Radko Maximilian Perry, will not wait for the UN. An orc is a disgusting mongrel, an affront to all that is wholesome and human. Worse, it is a walking bomb waiting to go off in front of our wives and children. If your elected officials are telling you that something of such magnitude isn't their problem, you must demand better elected officials. You must demand Radko Maximilian Perry. Radko drops the microphone, crowd erupts. So is that a literal mic drop? It's official, Radko Perry is running for the position of head secretary, the primary function of which is to inspect the city's sewage and waterworks, and he's doing it on an anti-orc platform. And if early polls are to be believed, his strategy is working. Okay, yeah, that is a pretty vicious speech. But then again, I kinda believe him when he says, well, I'm only doing it because it gets me votes. So, I don't know. Anyway, is there anything else in here that we can look at? Well, apparently I've already hacked this save at some point because it's open.
Just
But
know that I'm imagining all the ways I can kill you.
why are you so aggressive? I'm just looking around. I want to get some information about your voting
God,
campaign.
you people make me so...
But yeah, apparently I
Go
already hacked this at
away.
some point. But this wasn't in here before, so I'm going to take it now. Blackmail photo. There's a message from Angela Gunn on the back. I've known for a very long time what kind of man you are. Yours is the worst kind of prejudice and hate. You're a hypocrite. You hate because it's popular, because it wins your votes. The picture I have of you are disgusting, but I think it's something every citizen in Prague needs to see. A new site of Radko Perry. You are probably expecting me to name a prize now. This is the part where I blackmail you, Perry, but not in the way you think. I'm going to publish these pictures unless you start shifting your rhetoric to a more moderate stance. You don't have to turn on a dime, but you do have to turn. I expect to see meaningful concessions being made in your platform by the end of the week. Call it blackmail if you want, or just politics. Angela Gunn. Okay, so he's hanging out with augmented prostitutes, maybe? So he's a hypocrite. Yeah, I mean, that surely is motive. Right? But
Now
again...
you're just being stupid on purpose. Get lost.
But again, I think he would send some sort of professional killer to do the job for him, and a professional killer wouldn't act
Get
like
the
this.
hell out of here.
Oh, he's so aggressive. I'm a little bit worried. Kind of want to go down here too.
Who's there?
Oh no, it's restricted? Why? This is not restricted at all. He's suspicious now.
So, ghosts?
This is weird.
Damn
didn't-
addicts.
Show as restricted. Oh, no, he's coming down here. That is not good at all. Let's see if I can take him out. Okay, this was very weird. I guess there is like an invisible restricted zone when you enter this place. Because, I mean, it's not marked on my map. Well, this was not exactly how I wanted this to go down, but I guess I knocked out this bodyguard now. From Radko Perry to security detail, safe access. Mr. Security Man, I forgot your name. You are keeping an eye out. Yes, listen, there's something in my safe that I want you to dispose of after your shift tonight. Yeah, I've been in the safe already, so don't worry about it. Rib it, burn it, swallow it, all of the above. You see how I trust you with important matters? You are like a faithful dog to me. Continue to be faithful dog and you will go very far, my friend. Radko for praise. It seems like a rather stupid thing to do. Anyway, it would appear that I found Radko's little love nest over here. A bear head mounted on Radko Perry's office. Okay, this is evidence for some reason. I'll take it, I guess. So, what else do we got in here that might give me a hint on Radko Perry and his potential involvement in this case? Well, we got a computer. And there's a vent. I'll check that out in a minute. Let's have a look at the computer. Oh, this is pretty huge, but I think with my increased hacking skills, I should be able to make it through here pretty quickly. Can even get some of the bonus stacks here. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we got mail and we have a messenger too, but let's check the mail first. From Voracek to Red for Press. People are responding very favorable to the anti-org message. More importantly, 78% of the people we asked had no idea what the actual function of a head secretary is. The strategy moving forward must stay the same. No matter what the question you answer must drive home a single message. Redco Perry doesn't like orcs. All that matters here is branding. We associate the name Redco Perry with anti-orc, and you can run for whatever position you want. Yeah, apparently it's working, and that's exactly what he's doing, right? Printing services from Robin Johannes to Redco Perry. Dear Mr. Perry, I would like to meet to discuss the printing of a short educational tract based on my upcoming book. The pamphlet would be meant for local distribution and would be sold at a small cost to cover my printing expenses. The subject of the pamphlet is an examination of what brought about the current and prevalent anti-augmentation mindset of the general population, including government regulation, and how it is based on erroneous data resulting from historical bias, and also excluding the historical context and significance of the augmented population. I do understand that your current political position is strongly anti-augmentation, but I do hope that as a businessman you will see the educational worth of such a pamphlet for everyone. People need to see all sides of an issue to make informed decisions, don't you think? Robin Johannes. Yeah, that seems very optimistic. Somehow I doubt that he got back to him. Okay, let's check the messenger. Ooh, who are you, Ivanka? Good timing. I know you like dealing with two of us at once, but it's better to negotiate this with me alone. I am the nice one. Okay. I mean, my guess is that maybe this is one of the augmented girls that he was involved with. But she also might be working or was working with Angela Gunn. So this is about the blackmail. Let's see. Negotiate what? I'm not Redco Perry, I'm looking for information. I'm ready to negotiate. I don't know, if she was maybe working with Angela Gunn, then if I tell her that I'm investigating her murder, she might be willing to give me information. Very funny. Let me guess, Redco Perry's dead. Cute. You're not getting out of paying us that easy, unless you want everyone to know what you did tonight. Okay, apparently she's not believing me. Tell me where Redco Perry was tonight. I would like to know that, yes. I don't know what you're talking about. We need to keep this between ourselves, because if this were to get out... Well, since apparently she doesn't believe me that I'm not Redco Perry, I may as well play along, right? We understand your position, Mr. Famous anti-orc politician, showing us orc girls so much affection. We'll keep the video safe, we promise. No one ever has to know about the last 24 hours. You're asking for a discretion fee. I was with you that long, huh? Yeah, was I? You were insatiable. But don't flatter yourself too much. We did most of the work. Send it in cash. Okay, so he was with the augmented prostitutes for the last 24 hours. Well, that's actually a pretty good alibi. I mean, not one that he would openly admit to, but I guess that confirms that he is not the killer, at least not in person. I still think he could have sent someone, but like I said, it doesn't make sense that a professional would be so unprofessional about the murder, right? So I'm not entirely convinced that he's our guy. Okay, apparently I finished this part of the investigation, so the next step would be to look at these old case files. Yeah, for some reason you enter a restricted zone if you go through the door. That is very weird.
Už takhle jsme sem přišli o 2 roky
Okay,
později.
apparently
I'll
this
let
is
you know if I
the
see anything.
police station. I mean, I think it's not in use anymore because it was bombed, but there are still police people on the outside. So I hope they're not going to be a problem. We have a computer over here, and we have a lock. It's rating 3, and I'm not entirely sure if they are going to notice this, so maybe I'm playing it safe here, using
We're in this together.
multi-tool. Okay, they're actually coming inside here now. No, please don't do that. Please don't stand around here. I want to hack this computer, you know, and I want to go down there, and I'm pretty sure
Now, but I doubt
I will be
we'll stay
triggering
that way
another
forever.
restricted zone if I do that, right? Okay, now he's
Wouldn't
leaving
treat a
again.
dog like that.
Okay, let's check the basement first, and this time I'm going to cloak before I go inside, just to make sure that I don't trigger any alarms.
Who else will take care of it?
Okay, yeah, there's nobody down here, that is good. We have some very tiny cells here.
Keep your eyes open.
Okay, what exactly am I looking for? Old case files, right?
Who else will take care of it?
Yeah, none of that is interest. I will take all stuff that I can sell, of course.
Seems like
Now
we
let's
scared everyone
destroy all these locks. Oh, here, Smolinski. That is the policeman who was investigating the old case. So there we go. Harvester copycat, victim 4. Name Leonie Wolf, aka Jasmine, age 31. Associations Club Asimov, Augmented Strip Club, Prostitution. Second Breath, Recovering Alcoholic. Catatonic, Cat Grooming School. Crime Scene Evidence, Traces of EMP, Augmented Victim, Augments removed, Removal marks consistent, Body discovered in Prekaska. Strands of fur, lab reports suggest black bear, inconclusive. Partial prints left around the throat area. Toxicology reports suggest victim was drugged. Same as last year's harvester killing, prints found on the throat in conjunction with witness testimony, ultimately led to the capture of execution of Marek Svobotka, aka the Harvester. Bureau directors, I have been instructed to treat Leonie Wolf's murder as an isolated case. The Bureau does not want to fuel speculation that there is a copycat serial killer at work in the area. Investigation into the copycat angle is to be carried out on a strictly unofficial basis. After months of working these cases, two things have become clear to me. These are copycat killings. Our copycat knows things about Svobodka's MO that no one outside a very selected handful at the Bureau has any right to know. Got a tip about Svobodka being involved in some medical procedure at the prison. Will follow up soon. I'm a little bit confused about the bear, because we found a bear in Perry's office, so was it him after all? I don't know. He seems too obvious. It's such an obvious suspect for a red herring, is it not? So yeah, I don't know. By the way, does Redco Perry wear glasses? I mean, I found broken glasses at the scene, right? I don't think he was wearing glasses, so I'm not entirely convinced that he's our guy, so we still have the husband. I guess I'm going to check him out
No
next.
crazy enough to
Yeah, there doesn't really seem to be anything else of interest down here.
If only we had been disorganized a few years back.
The only way I'm continuing this conversation.
Okay, there's no restricted zone in here apparently. This is only level 1.
Nasral, že jsi vyfasoval tuhletu šichtu.
But again, I don't want them notice me hacking this computer, so may as well use a multi-tool for it. Okay, let's mark all of them, and now let's get out of here. And I actually saw one mail that was from my neighbor, right? In honor of Montag, our friend Karl Montag is retiring soon, assuming he lives through the murder case I just threw at him. In honor of the unremarkable career of an unremarkable man, I'm changing the door code to... I actually have the door code here. The number of cases the old goon has solved in the 35 years he's been here. Let's see how long it takes a great detective to crack this one. That's kind of mean. I mean, he may not be the best detective, but at least he's trying and he's being honest. Missing cat. My cat's name is Starlight and he has been missing for over a week. He's half grey and half white. One eye is blue and one green. He's very unique and very precious to me. I know you are all laughing behind my back, but Starlight means everything to me. I'm lost without him. Yeah, she told me about the missing cat, so that checks out, I guess. Strange man. There's a strange man in my neighborhood. I have been seeing him on and off for many months now. He's constantly hiding in the shadows, following me everywhere I go. Last night I swore I could hear him in my sleep. For once in your lives, can't you please do something, please, before it's too late? Well, obviously they didn't do anything about it.
How are you?
Okay, so we got more information. I'm not really sure where this puts me at the moment. So I guess we need to talk to the husband to get the final pieces of this puzzle.
Who would even listen to that crap? I can't believe it has come to this. What a place. Keeping an eye on you, Og.
Boss says move, you move.
Okay, apparently he lives in this apartment building. So I wonder if I have been to his apartment before, because I think I checked most of these apartments already.
Where you going?
Oh, don't worry about me. I'm just looking around a little bit. Okay, you are Johnny Gunn. I'll be with you in a second.
Can't go in there.
Well, that's one of the few times that people actually acknowledge my breaking and entering. And yeah, I must have been here because I moved the fridge, as I always do. So there's probably no point in looking around. Let's talk to the guy.
Did you bring anything to drink? You bust into a man's home, you should at least bring a drink.
Are you Johnny Gunn?
That's right. What do you want?
Have you heard about your wife?
Which one?
Excuse me?
I've been married a bunch of times. Which wife are we talking about?
Okay. The dead one. I think you know which one. I don't know. Let's try a gentler approach here for a start.
Angela's dead. I'm sorry to be the one to tell you. They found her body in an alley.
Yeah, well, you're not the one to tell me, so I appreciate your way of trying to break it to me, though. Do you know if she died quick or not?
No, I don't.
I hope so. Angie didn't deserve to suffer.
So you did know already?
Your detective friend called, told me to sit tight and wait for you, so here I am, sitting tight, being cooperative.
Okay. You don't seem too broken up about Angela's death. She was your wife, wasn't she? Where were you tonight? Is that a bell tower patch on your jacket? I'm sure you won't mind if I look around. Well, maybe I should. Maybe I should look around. Can I?
I'm sure you won't mind if I look around.
Whatever you say.
Okay, find compelling evidence. Okay, let's look around first, and then we're going to talk to him again. I mean, since I probably have been in here before, I may have taken everything that is of value, but now that we actually have a quest...
You'd steal from me?
Yes, I steal from everyone, don't take it personally. There may actually be something of interest that we can find.
Hey, asshole!
Yeah, that's...
You can't go in there.
That's just all the same crap. Sobriety chips. These sobriety chips are from Johnny Gunn's apartment. Johnny was a recovering alcoholic and a member of an AA group called Second Breath. I looked into a previous murder case that's similar to Angela Gunn's. That old police report mentioned that the previous victim was a member of the same group. Huh, okay, that's suspicious.
Where you going?
But I don't find much else that's of interest. Some alcohol. I guess that whole second breath thing didn't really work out for you. Oh, what is this? Medical referral form. Dear Mr. Gunn, your question can augmented hands itch. The sensation you're describing are not possible. 2024 was a good year for hands. That is an odd sentence. It's no more possible for your knuckles to itch than for your palms to sweat or your fingers to leave prints. Biomechanically speaking, these things cannot happen given the model you have installed. It strikes me that you continue avoiding the greater problem. That is, that bell tower had you augmented against your will. I'm afraid there's no cream I can prescribe for that. Ideally, I would refer you to my colleague, Dr. Hallop. If you're interested in speaking to her, let me know. Just keep in mind that your insurance has expired. Dr. Heinrich Rosen. He doesn't leave fingerprints, but I found fingerprints on the victim, so it couldn't have been him. Ah! I find so much evidence. Some that is, pointing towards a certain person, and I find stuff that, points against them. I have no idea.
Why are you still here?
I found a note from your doctor. You lost your hands in New South Wales.
I got new hands in New South Wales, is the way they sold it to me.
Whatever else the killer did to her, Angela was strangled. Whoever did it left a partial print on her neck, which, apparently, you're not capable of.
Fingerprints are for human beings, Mr. Gunn. You'll find not having them allows you to be so much more effective.
Okay.
They did it so you can kill better.
So I'd never get caught. Ironic, right? Being a good killer is probably what saves me here. Or, you still think I killed Angela?
I don't know. I didn't come here to arrest or absolve you, only to ask questions. Yeah, I guess so. But I'm also sorry for what Bell Tower did to you.
I'm sorry for what Bell Tower did to you.
Don't be. They gave me tools they wanted me to have. That it was in their interest for me to have. But the decision to use them, that was all me. Now, if you don't mind, I'd very much like to be left alone.
Okay. But I had a lot of questions that I could ask you.
You got me mixed up with someone else.
Ooh.
Happens all the time.
I guess I should have asked these questions before looking around. Because now I can't ask all that stuff anymore. Oh, that sucks.
99 bottles of beer on the wall.
But, I mean, my quest updated one way or the other, even though I didn't get to ask all of these questions, so all I can do now is report back to Montag, but I still have no idea who did it. I mean, I guess he couldn't have done it because he can't leave fingerprints, so that's a pretty compelling evidence. The politician?
Nobody is stupid enough.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it could still have been someone he hired, but I don't really think so. So that leaves me with basically nothing. Anyway, let's go back to the detective and let's talk to him.
Hide your magnet. We got a metal man.
Okay, I hope you're still here at the crime scene. Yes, he is. So, I have found a lot of evidence, but sadly, I don't really know what conclusions to draw.
By the way, I told Daria to go home. I really don't think she saw anything.
Okay, complete. I think I'm finally ready to shed some light on Angela Gunn's murder. Well, I'm looking forward to hear your ideas, Jensen, because I have none.
I think I'm finally ready to shed some light on Angela Gunn's murder.
That's good news. My bosses are eager to know why I haven't arrested Johnny yet.
Accuse Redco, accuse Johnny, exonerate both. Okay, so I have to make a decision. Well, I'm leaning towards Redco because I think it's still possible that he hired someone and that hired person was just crazy. So I think it's more likely to be Redco than Johnny because of, you know, the fingerprints. But I don't think I have really enough evidence to accuse him. I mean, I have some hints that point towards him, the motive, the bear hair that we found. But that was on another murder, like one of the previous ones, and Johnny was in that support group, but that's not real hard evidence, so I guess I have to pick this option.
The truth is, we're not even close. Not yet.
Why do you say that? What about Johnny? The more I think about all this, the more I can't shake the feeling. Johnny Gunn killed his wife.
Forget Johnny. Look, I don't know who the killer is. I thought it might be Redco Perry at one point, that he was responsible for all of this, but that was a dead end, just like Johnny's a dead end. This was the work of a harvester copycat. This isn't some domestic dispute gone horribly wrong. It's part of something bigger. Someone's out there pretending to be a dead serial killer. Yeah, I mean, I guess that is possible.
This was the work of a harvester copycat. This isn't some domestic dispute gone horribly wrong. It's part of something bigger. Someone's out there pretending to be a dead serial killer.
I see you looked into that old case I pointed you toward.
The MO is a perfect match. I read the notes and I compared them to this murder. The two victims were killed by the same person, I'm sure of it.
All right. Let's say that's true. That doesn't necessarily exclude Johnny. It just means he's killed more than one person.
Look, I'm just telling you what I found. For a while I thought it might be Radko Perry, that maybe he was behind all of this. But that wasn't right either.
What makes you so sure?
I pretended to be Radko during a text messaging conversation. Turns out he rented himself a couple of augmented girlfriends the night of the murder. He was with them the whole time. They got video that proves it and they're using it to blackmail him.
The less I know about Radko's personal life, the better.
Yeah.
What I meant was, what makes you so sure it can't be Johnny?
Remember that partial print I found on the victim's throat?
What about it?
Johnny Gunn hasn't had fingerprints since the Australian Civil War. His hands are made of alloy. If he had strangled her, he wouldn't have left a smudge.
Yes.
Alloy, huh? Shit. So, where does that leave us exactly?
At a
We
dead
followed
end.
the evidence we had. This is where it led us.
You mean nowhere?
I'm not sure exactly. I think a lot of the pieces are there. They're just not ready to be put together. Not yet.
All right. That should be enough for me to get the rope off Johnny's neck. But it doesn't help me solve anything, does it? I mean, unless we learn more, there's no one I can drag in for this.
Let's just hope learning more doesn't mean having to meet over another dead body.
Okay, well, I got an achievement for it.
Get over here.
Even though I didn't exactly catch the killer. And, okay, apparently I finished that mission.
This up.
I mean, they kinda hinted at, well, maybe we will find out more about it in the future.
Daria, are you there?
Is that you, neighbor? Are you checking up on me? It's very sweet. Are there any leads?
I don't know who killed Angela Gunn, but I do know it wasn't an isolated case.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
No, but it's the truth. Just try to be careful. Keep a low profile. If anything happens, if you ever think you're in danger, you know how to reach me.
Thank you, but let's hope it doesn't come to that.
I have a bad feeling about this. I think this is not the end of this investigation, but it is the end of the episode because the episode is getting very long, and I only have my next main mission. I need to meet Miller at the helipad. Now, since I have to meet him at the helipad, I may want to check out Prague again before I do that, because I may need to leave after this mission. So I will you know, look at all the different places again, chat up a few people, and see if I find any more quests or whatever before I continue with the next main mission. But for now, let's make a cut here as usual. Thank you for watching, and see you again next time.